Hey you guys, welcome back. If you guys are new, my name is Lauren and I'm a nurse that's here for all your science-backed skincare reviews, also some makeup thrown in, but today we're talking sunscreen. All about SPF protection today, and we're going to be ranking my top, let's see, I have 9 here, my top 9 most favorite hydrating sunscreens. These are some great sunscreens that have nice emollient ingredients in them, and if you have dry skin like me, you really want to aim for using more of these moisturizing SPFs. I was told by a derm once, and this is like ingrained in my head now, she was asking me about my AM routine, and she's like, well, what do you use in the morning? And I'm like, sometimes I cleanse my face, sometimes I don't, but I always use a vitamin C, a moisturizer, then an SPF. And she's like, whoa, hold the phone. Do not apply a moisturizer right before your SPF because you're only going to dilute down those filters. So I always think about this in the morning when I'm applying my sunscreens. So I'd rather just do a one-stop shop here, grab an SPF that's going to double as a moisturizer. Now it's okay to moisturize in the morning if you let that moisturizer set, but you want to wait a good like 15 minutes before applying that sunscreen. But sometimes, you know, you're busy, you're just running out the door and you just want to slap on some sunscreen. All right, but we'll get right into it. I'll start with my 9th favorite, work our way down to number 1, and I'll make sure I highlight which ones are mineral versus chemical, which ones are fragrance free. I'll highlight the skin benefiting ingredients as well, and yeah, lots of sunscreen talk today. So let's go ahead and just get right into it. All right, number 9th on the list is the newest to my collection, and this is by the brand Saie. This is the Sunvisor broad spectrum SPF of 35, a sheer moisturizer. I saw this in the new arrivals in Sephora and it really intrigued me. Just the fact that it was sheer and all the ingredients really called out to me. So first let's highlight the goods here. So it's $34 USD and you're getting 1.35 fluid ounces. Now it is a pricier sunscreen, which is another reason why it's higher on the list here for me. It's $25 per ounce. So it's definitely pricey, but like I said, what pulled me in is these amazing ingredients. There was grapeseed oil, argan oil, there's also vitamin E, licorice root, which is great for brightening. Now the licorice root is lower down on the list. Sometimes you'll see that more so put in an ingredient list for the preservative function, but I don't know, I was still excited to see that. There's jojoba esters and it's an all mineral sunscreen. We have zinc oxide at 15%. So this just called my name and the reviews looked really great. Now the reason it's number 9, it's not as hydrating as the rest of them. It's definitely hydrating, but there's something about the way this sets. It leaves this like oily sheen to the skin, but somehow it feels chalky on the skin at the same time. It's really interesting, but I was immediately excited by this texture. It feels so silky and emollient going on. It actually, out of all of them, this goes on the silkiest and easiest. It just spreads really nicely. It has really nice spreadability. Let me just turn down the lights here so you can see the tint to this. So you can see it has a neutral, kind of pinky undertone, more on the cool tone side. It definitely gives your skin a slight glow, and look at that beautiful dewiness. It gives your skin that oily finish. I love the way this looks on my skin. I find myself enjoying applying it. So when I wore it the other day, I was just at home, but I put it on my face like 3 times. But I'm like, okay, am I doing this because I like the way it feels? Or is my face just feeling more dry throughout the day? I think it's a combination of both, to be honest. Like I said, it does keep your skin pretty moisturized and it leaves that oily film, which is interesting that you get that dry finish. But I think because it's an all mineral sunscreen, you're getting, as it dries down, you're getting that powdery zinc oxide feel to the skin, but your skin's still left with that oily finish. So it's an interesting texture, but I still really like it. I'm gonna get a lot of use out of this, and I love the packaging. This will stay in my makeup bag. I'm really excited about this. And all these oils that are contained in here makes your skin look hydrated. It just gives your skin a slightly dry feel, but I think it's because it's an all zinc oxide containing sunscreen, but it's different, which is why I like it. Now 8th on the list is by the brand Volition. This is the Prismatic Luminizing Shield. Now this is the priciest of them all. This is $35 for only 1 ounce. So I go through this pretty quickly here. It's a combination of chemical and mineral. It has sodium hyaluronate in here. There's also kiwi fruit water. It's very dimethicone heavy, but it doesn't feel like thick and silicone-like. It feels like this like creamy, milky lotion. It's really nice on the skin. Oh, do I have any left to show you? Okay, I managed to squeeze out the teensiest bit, but I think you guys will get the idea here. It gives your skin this pinky pearly finish. So hopefully you can see that pinky undertone. There's no white cast whatsoever. It's an interesting color. It's very different from the rest of them. in that it has that pinky pearly brightening tone, but it doesn't give a cast to your skin. It feels so moisturizing, so hydrating on the skin. It doesn't feel super oily. Like initially this feels a lot more oily, but this maintains the moisture a little better throughout the day. And I just love the finish this gives the skin. It almost like blurs out your skin's imperfections too. I don't know if it's because there's a lot of silicone in here, but I don't know, it's just so smoothing on the skin. Really pretty sunscreen. It's just pretty pricey, but you're definitely gonna get the hydration here. And what I didn't even mention, this is fragrance free. Also the Saie is fragrance free as well. Okay, so number 7 on the list is by the brand Super Goop, a great SPF brand. They have so many great sunscreen formulas. This one is, I mean, you talk about glow, you're gonna get some glow with the glow screen. This is an SPF of 40, broad spectrum. You're getting a PA of 3+ this year. Now, not all of these have the PA plus rating system on them. That's not required in the United States, but it gives you an idea of the level of UVA protection. So you're getting 3 out of 4 pluses, so decent UVA protection here. This is a full chemical sunscreen. You're getting 1.7 fluid ounces for $36, bringing it to $21 per ounce. Still on the pricier side, but you're getting a little bit more for your money here. The reason why this is higher on the list, it does really burn my eyes. Even if I'm not sweating, even just as this wears throughout the day, I notice some stinging around my eyes. So yeah, that's the only thing that gets me with this product, but that's pretty common with chemical filters. Now, I do love the glow from this. This gives your skin the most beautiful dewy sheen. It's definitely, like I said, it's an intense glow, but it's so pretty. I find that I have to dial down the sheen a little bit. I'll use the Color Science brush on sunscreen, and that really helps, you know, to bring down the shine in my T-zone. But oh man, you talk about glowing to the stars. But check that out. I mean, that's an intense glow. If you're not all about the sheen, if you have super oily skin, you might not like this, but I love this glow, especially when I'm feeling really dry. And not only does it give your skin that glow, but it gives your skin the hydration as well. So we have niacinamide in here, great for brightening. I love seeing that in a sunscreen. Vitamin E, great for soothing, nice emollient, nice moisturizing ingredient. Ferulic acid. Ferulic acid is a great antioxidant. It really helps with free radical damage. And then also arginine. Arginine is actually, it's an amino acid that's naturally composed in our skin. It helps with our building blocks in our skin, so it helps prevent that water from escaping. It's a natural moisturizing factor. So some really good things in here. Also too, it is fragrance free, so I don't think there's a fragrance in here that's burning my eyes. I just think it's the chemical filters. But again, that's common with all chemical sunscreens, and it's kind of hard to avoid around your eyes because you want to give your eyes that extra protection. But this is not a sunscreen if you're going to be out in the summertime and you're sweating. Like, yeah, don't use this for your volleyball tournaments. All right, next up on the list, let's talk about the Make Prem UV Defense Me Blu-ray Sun Fluid. So I picked this out when I was working with Salvana for that video I did with them. They let me pick out some products, and I saw that this was very highly rated. So I'm like, okay, I need to try this out. And wow, were their reviewers correct. This is amazing. First of all, you're getting so much in here. You're getting 6.76 fluid ounces, bringing this to pretty much $5 per ounce. You cannot beat this. You're paying $30 for the full bottle. You can get a smaller size, but I think it's worth your money to get this bigger size. You can get this on Salvana and also on Amazon as well. Great buy. You're getting an SPF of 50, 4 pluses for your PA protection. This does have fragrance in here. There's bergamot and sage oil, which is the reason why it's higher up on the list. I know a lot of people try and avoid using essential oils on their face. Yeah, it has no scent whatsoever. It's very pleasant smelling. So I have a feeling they were just added to maybe mimic a not so pleasant smell initially, but there's great things in here. I mean, besides the essential oils, there's centella, great antioxidant, also vitamin E. We have sunflower oil. I love sunflower oil. That's great for repairing the skin's barrier. And this is a full mineral sunscreen. We have titanium and zinc in here. I cannot get over the fact that this is a full mineral sunscreen. This feels the least like a physical sunblock out of all of these. There's no chalky consistency. It's like just this beautiful, lightweight, like milky lotion. So hydrating on the skin, you guys. Oh my gosh, I am obsessed with this. It's beautiful. Wears great under makeup. There's maybe a slight cast to this initially, but it does eventually blend into the skin seamlessly. It feels so great on the skin. You just get that nice lightweight hydration. And I love that it's in this huge bottle. You're gonna get a ton of use out of this. Use it all over your body, use it on your face. It's just a great formula, and you're getting so much for your money here. So, and then next up here, we do have a fragrance-free option. This is by Biosense. This is the Squalene and Zinc Sheer Mineral Sunscreen. You have an SPF of 30 here, UVA, UVB protection. You have a PA of 3+. Now, I love this because this is that one sunscreen that well, pretty much all of these do, but I was going to say that one sunscreen that I really feel like doubles as a moisturizer for me because it has that squalene in here, and I love seeing that occlusive squalene ingredient. So yeah, this is like a one-stop shop for me. Loving that. Now you're getting a decent amount for your money here. It's $17 per ounce. It's 1.7 ounces total for $30. So not terrible for Sephora, but it's definitely on the pricier side. Also very lightweight hydration, kind of like the Make Prem, but slightly heavier. I feel like my skin feels a little bit more dewier throughout the day with this. And also, just like the Make Prem, I cannot get over the fact that this is mineral. This is a full zinc oxide sunscreen. We have 14% in here. There's also glycerin in here. It's fragrance free, and I just love that this, like I said, doubles as a moisturizer. It's beautiful. A little thicker than the Make Prem. It maintains that hydration. It gives your skin that beautiful sheen. Also an initial white cast, but it does go away. I would actually say, yeah, probably. I would say out of all of them, this probably has the most cast to it, but it does go away pretty quickly, and it wears nicely under makeup, so nothing that's not easily covered up by foundation. But it feels so great on the skin. It just leaves your skin so just moisturized and hydrated feeling, like it's a burst of moisture for your skin. Can't believe this is a physical sunscreen. I love this. Biosense did a great job with this. So excited about this. So when it's just higher up, because I don't know, I guess because the price, and I just like these other ones a little bit better. So next up on the list is the Can Make Clear version. This is the Mermaid Skin Gel UV, an SPF of 50. This is a PA 4+ protection here. Another great value for your money. It looks super small, but $8.50 per ounce. I think it's $12 on Amazon. Amazing price on this, and this feels amazing on the skin. So this is a combination of chemical and mineral. We have sodium hyaluronate in here. There's also a ceramide, and also arginine is in here as well. So you have that amino acid that is great for hydrating the skin. I just love the consistency of this. It also has that like milky, creamy lotion-like feel, but it's a little lighter than the Biosense, kind of comparable to the Make Prem, but a little bit glowier. This maintains that glowy finish, but not as glowy as the Super Goop. And don't let the gel word throw you off. It's definitely not a gel formulation. It's a lightweight, milky lotion. You can see it's not as runny as the Make Prem. But this is high up on my list because it blends in so easily, maintains that moisture throughout the day, and it maintains that gorgeous, dewy, like luminous sheen. Oh my gosh, just beautiful hydration to the skin. Definitely one of my favorites. You're gonna get that lightweight hydration, and I love that glowy sheen. Absolutely no white cast whatsoever. Just don't get the white version unless you want that pearly brightening finish. I did have somebody comment that it was produced in, this is a Japanese company, and you know, it's common in the Japanese culture that they want that like pearly finish, pearly white finish to their skin. So if you're fair and you want that finish, go for it. But on me, it definitely leaves a white cast, and I feel like this would work across all skin tones. It's beautiful, and I love the hydration and the glow I get from this. All right, working our way down here, we're gonna come to number 3, and that is the Drmtlgy Tinted Moisturizer, SPF of 46. Universal tint here. It's a nice neutral tint. I'll show you guys this in a second. $22, great buy for your money here. For what you're getting in here, wait till you hear the ingredients in here. It comes out to $12.90 per ounce. It's a combination of chemical and physical sunscreen, which I think is what makes up for the amazing formulas in these Drmtlgy sunscreens, because you're getting that like thinner consistency from the chemical filters, and you're not getting that chalky feel from the zinc, but you're still getting the physical protection from the mineral. So they just did a great job with their formulas. I definitely like some formulas over others. Today I'm only talking about 2 formulas. If you want to see me rank all 5 formulas, I'll link my video down below. Actually, that's always linked in my description box because I'm an affiliate with them. By the way, you can get 20% off anytime you use any of my Drmtlgy links. But oh my gosh, everybody loves these for good reason. Like I was saying, that formula is unlike any other. So we have niacinamide, and it's third on the list out of all these sunscreens. The niacinamide sits highest on the Drmtlgy sunscreens. So you're gonna get hopefully some potential brightening from these, and also niacinamide at higher concentrations can actually smooth the skin and decrease wrinkle formation, actually help increase collagen in the skin. So that is super exciting. Just wanted to look up these niacinamide studies real quick. It's saying that most of these anti-aging niacinamide studies that showed decreased wrinkle formation used a 4 to 5% concentration of niacinamide daily for 8 to 12 weeks. So if you're trying out niacinamide and you want to see if you're getting that smoothing, you got to try it out for a decent amount of time. But I don't know, I appreciate that it's contained in here. You don't have to think about it. You're getting that anti-aging benefit with, obviously, the SPF is the best anti-aging thing you can do for your skin. So I love this sunscreen so much. This is one sunscreen that Dr. Dre always raves about as well. Now, the great thing about the tinted version, I feel like it has a little bit more of a whipped consistency than the broad spectrum. Maybe a little less hydrating than the broad spectrum, which is why this is third and this is second on the list. But it is still so hydrating on the skin. Now, this has more of a warm toned tint to it, but still I feel like close to a neutral shade. Blends into the skin really nicely. Beautiful dewy finish. No shimmer in this. The glow screen definitely has some shimmer. This just leaves that like natural glossy sheen to the skin. Also kind of smoothing on the skin as well. It blurs out the imperfections. It's pretty close to my skin tones, which is why I feel like it, you know, almost has that blurring effect. And I've seen deeper tone models wear this and it looks like it works out for their skin tone as well. Just a beautiful universal tint that's so hydrating. Oh, I just can't get over the hydration, and it feels like weight on the skin, but you feel like you're getting that like occlusive, slightly oily barrier on the skin, but doesn't feel super heavy. And then number 2 on the list is the broad spectrum version by Drmtlgy. This is an SPF of 45. You're getting 45 protection here, 46 minor detail, but the ingredients are essentially the same. Niacinamide is also third on the list in this product, also fragrance free, and $22 for 2 ounces. So pretty good price on this as well. Obviously they're the same price. Love the packaging. Are the sunscreen filters the same? Yeah, it looks like they're exactly the same. Zinc oxide at 12% in both of these, with the octinoxate at 7.5%. Now, like I said, I put this lower on the list because this is super hydrating. It's definitely a little thicker, which I'm looking at the ingredient list. It looks like there might be 1 extra silicone in here. No, that's in here too. I don't know, maybe the tint kind of dilutes this a little bit, but this is a little thicker. Let me show you guys how this looks on my hand. So you can see it doesn't really maintain that peak. It's not like super stiff, but it's definitely like a thick, creamy lotion. And it just goes on like this rich, nourishing cream. It literally almost feels like a night cream. This also gives your skin this beautiful, dewy finish. The finish to this really reminds me a lot of the Can Make sunscreen. That's super glowy, really nice, healthy, glowy sheen, but it looks really natural. But the best part about this for me is the moisture. This keeps my skin hydrated throughout the day, even on my driest days. I find that it can even heal dry patches. Like if my skin is super dry and I might be even more hesitant to apply a sunscreen on those days, this will just wipe it out with that moisture. It is so hydrating. Love these sunscreens so much. I cannot recommend this brand enough. There's definitely a product that has not worked for me recently as far as the hydration goes, which that was in my last video, but the sunscreens are just where it's at. Now, hands down, my top most favorite moisturizing sunscreen has to go to Josie Maran, and I included both of these in the same category because I feel like these are both essentially the same with the hydration levels. They both have the argan oil in here, and they both leave that like oily, kind of greasy finish. If you're on the oily side, I don't think you would like these. These are very heavy, but for my super dry friends out there, these are the heaviest sunscreens I've found. So you're getting 2 ounces in here for $36. When you're looking at price per ounce, it comes out to $18. So maybe slightly on the higher end, but more so in the middle range of as compared to the rest of them. The formula is just beautiful though. We have argan oil, there's glycerin in here, there's also jojoba oil, or jojoba. You guys have to correct me. I know in my last video I was saying it completely wrong. It's the Philly accent in me, but I think it's jojoba. I think, or jojoba. I don't know. You guys will let me know in the comments. There's also aloe in here. Now this does have fragrance, unfortunately, but again, it's another sunscreen that the fragrance is completely undetectable. And this is a full mineral sunscreen. It's titanium dioxide at 5%. The zinc oxide is at 6.4%. You're getting an SPF of 47 in here. And the milky white version is the original version, and it goes on like a runny, oily serum. Now this blends in a little easier than the tinted. I feel like the tinted version can feel a little, maybe a little chalky on initial application. It's a little bit more difficult to spread, but this spreads out really nicely. The emolliency of this is really, really nice. It does have an initial cast, but I feel like it does blend away. The cast is pretty comparable to the Biosense, but it feels so, I was gonna say greasy. It's a little greasy, but I like that on the days when my skin is feeling super dry. And wow, does this maintain the moisture. Okay, then here we have the tinted version. This is more on the warm tone, definitely the warmest sunscreen I own. More on the peachy side. If I'm super pale, this can look a little odd. I have to make sure this blends in nicely because it can leave almost like that line of demarcation on my face if it's not blended in nicely. But once it's blended in, look at that glow. It almost gives my skin a sun-kissed glow. I just have to make sure it's blended. But you see how both of these have that beautiful sheen to them. So pretty, so hydrating looking on the skin. But like I said, the tinted is maybe a little bit more difficult to spread. The white version, the original version, just wears so nicely under makeup. It maintains that smooth looking finish underneath my makeup. I don't get any cakiness with my foundations. It works nicely with foundations. Beautiful. I mean, you talk about hydration. This is going to give you hydration. Now just be aware, it doesn't exactly set. It maintains that oily feel to the skin. So if you're not into that, you might not like this. But on those days where I'm super dry and my skin is just crepey, I enjoy that feeling. I just love the moisture I get from these. It's just so soothing on the skin. And I find that I'm liking oils, especially in the winter time. They just help to soften your skin cells and make your skin look overall more glowy and healthy. They just give a beautiful finish to the skin. I cannot say enough good things about this sunscreen. Love it so much. So the Josie Maran is #1 on my list. Yeah, this was hands down. I knew it was gonna go to Josie. So this concludes my ranking of my top hydrating sunscreens. I did do a quick little reel on my Instagram if you want to check it out, just highlighting some of my favorites as well, but this was the full roundup. This was really fun. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know some of your favorite sunscreens. Both, you know, they don't have to be super hydrating. I know I have a lot of oily skin friends on here as well, and I like to hear actually from those with more oily skin because I know I talk about a lot of hydrating products on this channel. I try to highlight both, but hopefully, you know, I give you guys enough options. So yeah, I'd love to hear from everybody of all skin types what your favorite SPF is. I'm on a mission to get more affordable sunscreens into my collection and to highlight those more on my channel. It's just so difficult to find a good cruelty-free sunscreen at the drugstore. So let me know if there's any other favorite drugstore sunscreens that you guys can recommend. So let me know if there's any more affordable sunscreens that you guys love. I'd love to hear that as well. But thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are the best. This was fun, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.